you?
Good.
A lot of talk about the scrimmage on Tuesday. How did you evaluate how the linebackers performed?
Man, that seems like so long ago. I'm just about this practice right now. Just in general, I think that, the two older guys in the room have kind of separated themselves at this point. That could all change in one day. It's kind of practice to practice, but there's something to be said for playing college football in the past. Raesjon and Shane both have quite a bit of college experience, so they're pretty in tune with game plans. And there's a lot of guys in there that are young and they're learning. But I've seen some positive strides from a lot of them. I'm excited about their effort and their intent. But with that being said, like we said before, we got a long ways to go. But there's some stuff that's been going on that can get you excited. There's some flashes that's like, man, this could be. There's some things that could be good, So I'm excited about the group.
What's the growth you've seen in Raesjon Davis?
Man, in 7 practices, the thing that's given him a chance to play like he's playing at the moment is the effort and the strain that he gives each play. He flashes at a different level, and it's purely on effort. And that's the thing that gets me so excited about him is it's very evident that he brings effort every play. And right now that's giving him a real shot to make a difference, and I'm excited about him. And it's been fun to watch him, and he's really, we talked, the last time I talked to you guys, talked about maturity. He's done some good things with that. And again, like those other guys we just talked about, it can change in one day. It's the consistency, the effort, the mentality that you bring every day, and I think he's done a pretty good job, and he's working to be more consistent. Like I said, the effort piece, and I've said it 15 times, but the effort piece is the one that gives him a shot to be a pretty good college football player.
He mentioned that the playbook kind of held him back last year. How has it done picking up your defense?
I think that's part of it, part of the consistency portion of it in terms of him learning the playbook and us being consistent with our message each day. I think that's been a positive for him. There hasn't been a different message every day. It's been the same message to those guys, and I think that builds trust. I think that consistency allows those guys to kind of know what they're going to get, knows what the standard is, and there's a lot of carryover with our scheme that once you kind of get over the initial stages of maybe the language barrier of our terms and buzzwords and whatnot, that they can really kind of take off, and that's designed by nature in terms of see incremental growth as they're here as a football player. So his improvement, I think, has been by his effort and his intensity each day to improve, and he's done a good job with it.
He talked about putting on weight. Is that a big point of emphasis with you for him?
Yeah, when you're our main focus is guys that can run, but when you're really underweight, you got no shot. So we got to get to a certain point where he can withstand, blocks and being able to get off blocks, and that's I don't want to put weight on him that's going to slow him down by any means, but I do want him to be able to have some strength and a little bit of weight to be able to function in a Pac-12 game.
Sophomore.
What do you want from Shane Lee as far as in a leadership role for those younger guys?
Be himself, and because he's naturally has it in him. He's as passionate about football, being a leader, having success. He's as passionate about that as anybody I've ever been around. He's the guy you got to kind of pull back in terms of, you got to tell him go home, get out of the film room, or go home. Like you've done enough today. So, with that being said, he's built up a lot of trust, equity, if you will, for this team, for that individual linebacker room, and for me as a coach in terms of. Like I trust the guy. So, okay, I need you to be you. Always mindful of the fact that he's human and he can pull up just like anybody else, and we've got to continue to watch that and hold him accountable. But I need him to be himself and give great effort and keep doing what he's doing.
Thank you, Coach.